Have you ever stopped to think that your identity might not be something fixed, but rather a work of art in constant construction? And that the main building block of this masterpiece is your imagination? The way you see yourself, the stories you create about who you are, and the mental pictures you nurture are shaping, right now, the reality you live in. Today, we're going to explore how imagination and identity walk hand in hand, and how you can use this connection to transform your life in powerful, practical ways. 1. Imagination as the core of identity. So often, imagination is seen as something reserved for artists, dreamers, or as a form of escapism. But the truth is, imagination is the silent engine driving who we are. It's through imagination that we decide how we show up in different contexts. The confident professional in a meeting, the nervous person on a first date, the disciplined athlete at the gym. Before every action, there is always a mental image leading the way. Practical example. Picture two candidates with the exact same resume walking into a job interview. One imagines himself as small, insecure, out of place. The other sees himself as composed, engaging, and clear in communication. Which one do you think will leave a stronger impression? That difference doesn't come from the resume. It comes from the inner image imagination creates. Quick exercise. Close your eyes for 20 seconds and create a short mental movie of yourself acting as the best version of you in a real-life situation you'll face this week. Imagine the room, your posture, your voice, even expression on your face. The more details you add, the more powerful the impact will be. 2. Internal narratives shape our perception. We don't react to the world as it is. We react to the story we tell ourselves about it. Every inner narrative acts like a filter. When unquestioned, those stories can trap us. When revised, they can set us free. Practical example. If you believe a colleague is difficult, your brain will unconsciously collect evidence to prove yourself right, overlooking moments when they were supportive. But if you rewrite the story as they're direct and I can set expectations clearly from the start, suddenly the relationship changes. The way you frame the story literally changes how you interact. Simple tool. Try swapping old scripts for new ones. Write down a limiting belief and then reframe it into an intention. For instance, I always freeze during presentations could become, I prepare 3 key points, rehearse for 5 minutes, and deliver them with clarity. The difference is transformational. 3. The outer world mirrors the inner world. What often repeats in your outer life is simply a reflection of inner patterns. This is not about blame, it's about feedback. Recurring conflicts or repeating struggles are signals of inner narratives that need updating. Practical example. If you constantly struggle with deadlines, it might be tied to the belief, I work best under pressure. If you rewrite that to, I work best with clarity in small, consistent steps, suddenly your schedule begins to shift. Deadlines become less of a crisis and more of a rhythm. Exercise. For 1 week, track moments in 3 areas of your life: work, relationships, and health. At the end of each day, ask yourself, if this situation were a mirror, what belief of mine would it be reflecting? Then choose one small action that matches the new belief you want to adopt. 4. Scarcity versus abundance. Scarcity thinking is like seeing walls where windows exist. It's living from fear and limitation. Abundance thinking isn't about ignoring problems. It's about seeing possibilities and recognizing your power to act. Practical example. A freelancer with a scarcity mindset thinks, the market is bad. No one will hire me. The result? Anxiety, random discounts, weak proposals. A freelancer with an abundance mindset reframes it. There are clients who value my work. My role is to make that clear. The result? clearer proposals, a better structured portfolio, and consistent action. Powerful mindset shifts from I don't have time to I choose what I prioritize. From it's either this or that to I can explore a middle path. From I don't have enough to what resources do I already have right now. Quick daily practice. Take 5 minutes each day to list 3 resources you already have. Define one small action you can take. And give thanks for even the tiniest progress. 5. The blueprint of reality. Imagination isn't just wishful thinking. It's like creating a prototype of the reality you want to live in. Just like an architect designs detailed blueprints before construction begins, we can use imagination to draw the blueprint of our lives. 3-step structure. Desire. Be clear about what you want and why it matters. Design. Visualize a scene in first person, full of sensory details. Discipline. Build small daily habits that bring the blueprint to life. Practical example. Someone who wants to learn guitar might imagine themselves playing 3 songs for friends within 2 months. They see themselves smiling, strumming confidently. Then they add discipline. 10 minutes of practice a day and 1 recording per week to track progress. 6. The subconscious, the silent conductor. Your subconscious is like a conductor leading the orchestra of your life. It doesn't argue. It doesn't question. It simply responds to whatever you repeat with emotion and consistency. Practical tools. Identity-based affirmations. Instead of, I will be more organized, say, I am the kind of person who plans my day in 3 steps and completes 2. Multisensory visualization. Don't just see the image. Add sounds, smells, textures, even obstacles you overcome. Micro-meditations. Spend 5 minutes focusing on your breath while repeating a phrase like, today I act as the person I've chosen to become. Journaling prompts. Each day, write sentences like, if I were already desired identity, today I would, or my small win today was. When practiced consistently, these methods allow your subconscious to align your beliefs and behaviors with the identity you want to embody. 7. The flow state. Flow is that magical state where you're so immersed in what you're doing that time seems to dissolve. It happens when the goal is clear, the challenge is just right, and your imagination merges seamlessly with action. Practical example. A designer sets the goal, I will create 3 layout variations in 50 minutes. They turn off distractions, put on instrumental music, and dive in. Suddenly, 2 hours feel like 20 minutes, and the result flows naturally. That's flow, focus, creativity, and joy working together. Checklist to enter flow. Define a clear objective, adjust the level of challenge, remove distractions, set a time frame, and at the end, jot down 1 lesson learned. 8. Identity beyond external labels. Too often, we chain ourselves to labels. I'm shy. I'm disorganized. I'm not a morning person. But these aren't destinies. They're temporary descriptions. Your true identity is not fixed. It can be rewritten. Practical example. Instead of saying, I'm not someone who works out, reframe it to, I'm the kind of person who walks for 20 minutes after lunch, rain or shine. Suddenly, identity isn't about what you lack. It's about what you consistently do. Exercise. Write down 5 labels you've used to describe yourself. For each, create a more flexible, action-based version. Then, write 3 identity declarations starting with, I'm the kind of person who, and complete it with an observable action. Conclusion. Imagination is not just daydreaming. It's the foundation on which we build who we are. When your inner movies align with small, consistent actions, your identity evolves, and the world around you begins to shift in response. Transformation doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from rewriting one story at a time and taking one intentional step after another. Final reflection. What story about yourself will you choose to rewrite today? And what small action will you take to bring it to life? If this message resonated with you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share your new identity declaration in the comments. Give this video a like, and subscribe to Healing Vibe for more content designed to help you reimagine, rebuild, and realign your life. Together, let's create a reality that truly reflects the best version of who you are